right. What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope we were able to take some trades today. I know it was a pretty tough day in the market. But let's get started with this Tuesday vid. I'm going to start by showing the current open positions that I have, just because I want people to see how explosive some of these moves can be when you are in the process of countering the previous month. So here, I got 3 open positions at the time. I have Ally, which I went long on Friday after the gap up off that explosive 3-day. Get a move. Now you've got another 2-up day, but virtually an inside day. I am going to look to get long this again tomorrow if it can take it up and finish off that monthly. And then the quarterly is in force, and I'm looking for that to keep going. Next up, we got Chewy. I went long this one around 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning, maybe. Closed 2 down. Flips the day back green. Got this baby broadening formation in here. Now it's looking to come back and counter with the 3-2-2 day to potentially go 3 on the week, or set up it for next week and set it up for next month. So I went long the 40 call for next week. 1 contract there. 1 contract in these times when the whole market's inside small ranges. 1 contract, 2 at the most. Don't get burned. Today was tough, and if that's going to be the pace for the week, you're not going to want to be long too much. You just don't want to get burned on the theta and the time value of those contracts decaying. All right, next up, NU. This one from the weekend watch list. Maybe someone got in on this, hopefully. Took that inside week up, cleared all these out. So again, you know what a broadening formation is, so you know that this could be the top of the broadening formation. We understand that. Hopefully, it'll come back down in here, kind of retest this area, give us a 30 or 60, and continue back up, setting up potentially an inside day tomorrow. Or who knows, it could go 2 up on the day and just keep chugging along. But beware if you are long. This is the top of broadening formation, but we are looking for that broadening formation to expand, push above this line here, and keep going closer to the highs. All right. That being said, 3 open positions. Again, keeping it light this week. We are going to look at the setups for tomorrow, starting with AA. This one's, as you can see, kind of been fighting the monthly open most of the month. Chop, 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 up and down. But now it's almost there. You got an inside day here. You do have the quarter in force with a good amount of magnitude there. So you could take this inside day, push up, keep coming through, working its way through on the quarter. That would be the ideal situation here. Amazon, still inside week, 2 up on the day, sold off, tough at the end of the day. Not great. Going to keep it on the watch list. Again, looking for a 30 or 60. You still have the quarterly in force, so it's going to stay on the watch list because you want to push back up into all-time highs, and then we'll see what happens. CMCSA. Here's another one. Inside day. I mean, look at that range. Tough. That's okay. 3-2-2 on the monthly setting up. Inside day here. Options are cheap. They always are on these kind of stocks. T, Verizon, CMCSA. You're going to get some cheap options. So if you can get a move, you can make some money quickly with not a lot of capital out there on the line. But be cautious. It is close to this gap area, so this could end up being its own little broadening formation. Could come up above here and test it. But I'm looking for this inside day to take it and push through back up in here, setting up the 3-2-2 month into September. CZR, another one. Inside day, tiny range. Retest that monthly open though on the daily, which is what you like to see. Now buyers can step up Tuesday, keep pushing it back through, setting it up for next month. That would be the setup. ENPH, as I talked about yesterday. PMG on the monthly, man. That looks fantastic. 2 up on the day. Close enough to an inside day where I look at this like an inside day. You've still got 2 clustered pivots right there. Tight stops on these people. Take this day, push forward, continue on up, and get set up for next month. If not, just how far do we have? $5. I mean, it's not out of the question. It could move $4 or $5 in a day and potentially try and finish off this outside month in the next 4 days. But even if not, it will set up great for the next month. Love. Keep it on the list. These days, though, this is kind of what you want to stay away from. You have 2 explosive days in the past month, so Keep it on the list if other airlines start moving. I don't know if the whole sector simultaneously breaks and starts moving. It'd be worth it, but this to me is looking like more of an avoid. Triple M, again, not the best daily closing at the lows inside day. However, you still have the quarterly and the yearly in force, which means the buyers have been there, are there. They just got to step up to the plate. You know, if you can get a gap down, open up maybe here, gap down buy, or you take the day down, flip it back, set up the 1-2-2 into later in the week, and then set up the inside week break. Gonna stay on the watch list because so close to all-time highs. Buyers are here somewhere, just waiting for them to show up. Got to keep it on the watch list. PayPal, gross. Going to keep it on the watch list because it still fits the criteria. However, I'd be very cautious taking this one. I'd almost avoid it. But if the setup's there, you want it one contract at the most. I will not size into PayPal until they show me that it's ready and it's worth putting more money into the market for. STNE, I looked to get long this one today, but again, just tiny ranges. It does take the day up, so it's a little bit stronger. It was able to get up and stay above that high where it opened at. Still inside weak. We'll see if it can get going tomorrow. Strat Attack name, if it does get going, takes the inside week up and could potentially finish off that 3-3 month by the end of this week. TAC, probably not going to trade this one tomorrow. No matter what happens, I'm keeping on the watch list just because of this range. If you get that 3-2 month going into September, there is just $33. There is $10 worth of range there to come back all the way through. Not saying it's going to happen, but when you've got all this selling going on, you know, if you can start taking these sellers out and get moving, you got a good amount of good people to come back on through. URA, almost got long this one today too, but the market just was not convincing. Tough to trust anything today. But again, it did go 2 up, closed right near the highs. Daily is red. That's okay. If the day opens up tomorrow, can take this weekly back green, get above this high. You have full time frame continuity, and you have a very nice looking broad information to get back on through. So I will be keeping my eyes on that one tomorrow. It was one of the, if you took the day 2 up, today was one of the stronger ones. So worth keeping on the list, even though the daily closed red. That can all be changed tomorrow if the daily buyers are here. Visa, really like this one. Really got this one popped on my scan. Again, strong day Friday. Gaps up above the month open. Inside day today. But that monthly, 3-1-2 down. You want to see an inside day explosion to the upside. You want to see it set up the 3-1-2-2 monthly and then take it all the way back to all-time highs here. Again, you've got a little bit of a broadening formation down here. The other side, obviously, you draw it somewhere up in like this. This isn't going to be perfect, but you're going to just kind of draw something up in here. You know where it's trying to get to. And you could see something like that on the weekly if it is able to keep moving through. But that inside day with, if it takes the inside day up, you're going to be full time frame continuity to the upside. All time frames will be green, and you will be looking to counter this big 3 and head back to all-time highs. So that is something I am going to be watching out for tomorrow. Options are probably a little bit expensive, so we will have to see which ones I end up going with on that one. Wells Fargo, best looking daily that I've seen, especially the ones on this watch list that fit my criteria. So this will be on my watch list for tomorrow. Takes the 2-2 week reversal here. Strong day to push above the monthly open. Keep that month green, and if it comes back tomorrow, hey, Strat Attack name keeps coming, moving back up through, setting up the 2-2 month into September. That's all I got for you today, guys. Again, market conditions today, most of the market went inside. So we got NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday, the end of the month coming up into a holiday weekend. So people could be on vacation. People could be waiting for the NVIDIA earnings. Could be a slower, choppier week. Proceed with caution. Don't blow yourself up this week. Not worth it. There will be better weeks. This week could still end up in some fireworks, but what we saw today, got to wait until either the buyers got to prove it to us. That's all I got for you. I am going to go grab some dinner, take the dog for a walk. Everyone have a nice evening, and let's get some good trading in tomorrow.